Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between SyDe and Hawk. This game taking place here on Northern Isle. This is WarCraft Gold League Winter Season Western Qualifier, played earlier this month, 15 days ago, upload as we're looking at side spawning as the red undead over here on the bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Hawk has spawned as well the blue human player over here on the top right. Well, we'll see what the players are going to be opening up here. Pretty standard openings so far. Mass Northern Isles, two games, and you're saying that Mass Northern Isle. Northern Isles voted as the best map of all time by unanimous decision on Todd's town hall meeting yesterday. Really? High ground and low ground could actually make for a very interesting map design. I know like the StarCraft 2 and the StarCraft team design maps, and some of those plays have to be very specific. I wish we could actually see something similar to that in the WarCraft 3 map making community. A little bit more use of those types of things. Also, I'm trying to remember, do all three races have all four races have access to destroying trees early? I know there's destructible rocks that can be used as well, and whether or not you actually have destructible rocks, that could also be an interesting point. Destructible rocks are used in StarCraft 2 for interesting choke points, and trying to make sure you fight and engage, and one place is easier to fend off rather than others. And I think if we see a little bit more styles there, not just tile sets and creeps, that I would really like to see that. With that said, designing WarCraft 3 maps is significantly more difficult than StarCraft and StarCraft 2 maps. The positioning of creep camps, the balance of creep camps, and also the positioning of shops, taverns, mercenary camps. All of those are things that, well, StarCraft and StarCraft 2 map designers don't have to worry about. High ground, low ground doesn't matter in SE2 anyways. It matters for sight. Well, it matters for sight, and not knowing what is on the other side. I will say I don't. StarCraft 2 turned into a large, just a large death ball fights, as opposed to actually really being about a micro. I will give. My gosh, I forgot his name. What is it? Is it Huck? Anyways, Archmage now making its way back down across here. Level 2 on the Archmage does have Brilliance Aura. That is a lot of beetles going to be coming back around. Water Elemental trying to fend off the attack here as we're going into a scout tower trying to be built. The beetles are already looking to try to destroy it here. Ghouls are down here, and this is a very wide army if you're looking at it, but a lot of them are just all of these summoned units. However, these beetles will last forever unless they are stepped on, and stepped on they are right now, as a little bit more damage getting added in. All right, that beetle trying to back away at that last possible moment does finally get taken down. Archmage inching closer to level 3, which is going to be incredibly important. You can't be giving free experience to an Archmage here, as we are looking at a new tower trying to be built up. All right, more beetles, more skeletal minions joining back in on the fight here. SyDe will be able to get in a little bit extra experience, as where is the Archmage? Archmage and ghouls, what is going on here? Archmage actually getting stuck behind his own friendly units, as beetles are getting, or as his own peasants are getting taken out as well. All right, couple of skeletal minions. Are we going to see a protection right there? It looks as though no. Hawk ends up losing another unit as that scout tower gets taken down once more. Archmage really not controlling his Archmage. Hawk not controlling his Archmage well at all. The only ranged unit in the army, and it isn't attacking that Cryptlord. Cryptlord now actually caught between, well, a gold mine and a whole bunch of footmen, and that is going to be the death there, as we're looking at one footman getting taken out. All right, Archmage gets up to level 3, and all of a sudden, Hawk's indecisions and Hawk's well, lost control of his Archmage, only to be able to get an easy kill on that Crypt Lord in the back. All right, mistakes do cause problems, as the ghouls are now going to go ahead and finish off the Ogre Warrior here on the bottom left. SyDe, what is his options now? SyDe sitting at level 2, gonna pick up a Circlet of Nobility, needs to do a bit of healing, perhaps pick up a Ritual Dagger. Meanwhile, Hawk during this time is just going to be setting up an expansion of his own. He's not going to try and close out the game. He knows that, well, that Crypt Lord is most likely just resurrected at the tavern and going to be trying to come back in here in just a moment. Archmage already being brought back over, trying to go after some of those peasants here, or some of those beetles here. Peasants could be in a little bit of trouble. Are they going to be able to retreat back? One peasant down to 19 hit points as he jumps inside of that gold mine, but still pops back out to almost get taken out. One beetle back across over here by SyDe. It looks as though that beetle will end up just scurrying away. A peasant still alive at 9 hit points. Crypt Lord sitting at level 2 has regenerated a little bit of health using that Ritual Dagger, perhaps sacrificing a beetle or a ghoul. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3. We do see an Impale here, and are we going to be looking at level 2 beetles in just a moment? I do believe so. One peasant being left behind here. Arcane Tower. Well, all of that mana gone in just a moment, as we are looking at the Scout Towers and getting upgraded still. All right, this beetle, or these two beetles, they're not going to be able to stick around for very long at all. Double Arcane Tower going to feed back a lot of that damage, and you can see how much damage those beetles are taking just from those towers right there. All right, Crypt Lord by himself not going to have mana if it sticks around for too long, as we're looking at the Archmage just trying to shoo away that giant beetle once more. SyDe has been playing a strange game, using ghouls, well, splitting up his armies and attacking from different locations at the same time. And we're still having that, well, this one unit just try to make its way back and around again. Ghouls getting ready into the position here. We're looking at Water Elementals trying to clear out this creep camp here. SyDe almost getting four units surrounded by an Archmage and 3 footmen. Coming back across here, what is the Crypt Lord really hoping to do? Using that Rod of Necromancy to pick up more units. But SyDe just seems to be attacking here, and, well, he's just building up a large bank. Are we at tier 2? We are getting to tier 2 now, and we should be looking at perhaps a Death Knight as the 3rd hero. There is another Ritual Dagger by that Crypt Lord to heal back up. We are running on 2 bases, back off to the north here. Archmage putting pressure onto the ghouls. The ghouls are going to be retreating back as the tech to tier 2 nearly completed over here by Hawk. Scroll of Regeneration really makes a lot of sense at this point, when you know that you're going to be delaying your priest getting up that Scroll of Regeneration to have your footmen have a little bit longer life is incredibly important here. What is this? Oh, the Crypt Lord is going to be able to perhaps steal the item here, Potion of Invisibility, and I don't believe Hawk actually knows about this at all. All right, is he going to try to get the Impale to get the experience? Oh, I believe he's in that fight right now. Staff of Teleportation right there. Archmage, how much damage can it absorb? Down to 176 hit points, as an invisible beetle ends up taking, I believe, that experience and was able to pick up the item as well. A little bit of a cheeky play right there, as we're looking at the Null Brutes getting finished off, giving that Archmage level 2 Brilliance Aura. Slaughterhouse coming online. Death Knight coming online here. Quick Death Coil from that, Death Coil from the Death Knight, giving more hit points to that Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord, well, still in a decent position, going to make its way off to the north here. We'll see whether it goes for Impales. Footmen do have Defend, but this could be very good news for SyDe. SyDe could just try and finish off many of these units here. What is going on? Ice Troll, Warlord, Archmage picks up the item as the Crypt Lord. Book of the Dead. Oh no, Book of the Dead actually picked up by SyDe here, as Gargoyles are now out here onto the battlefield as well. A big Impale across multiple units. Footmen, do they have Defend? Yes, they do. and the skeletal minions are just going to try and deal more damage back to them. Death Knight is still off over here, and we're going to be looking at more dead footmen once again as they are trying to make their way back out. Gargoyles finishing off so many of Hawk's units. 38 supply compared to 50 as SyDe is in just a dominant control of this game. Footman getting denied right there. Archmage could be in a little bit of trouble. It's trying to get around, but is it going to be able to slip through? Able to slip through 2 heroes. Not quite sure how that was able to happen right there as the Mountain King finally shows up to the party. Mountain King, rather scary Stormbolt from the Death Knight trying to finish that off, but that's not going to work out very well either as the Mountain King does have, well, Brilliance Aura to just throw some more Stormbolts down. Hawk at 34 supply compared to SyDe's 48. However, production buildings are coming up for Hawk, and Hawk does have a very large bank to try and, well, get back up to 50 supply in a hurry. Archmage, well, Stormbolt gonna go down onto the Death Knight again. Death Knight, well, is he gonna take a little bit more damage? He will. Another Stormbolt, perhaps. No boots of speed being transferred to that Death Knight so that it can, in fact, outrun its opponent. A Frog playing Frogger across the field, slowing up a Beetle as we're looking at the Beetles just trying to split and go around the map. Keep upgrading to already being upgraded the tier 3 here. Are we going to be perhaps getting in some knights? No, I don't know if we have masonry upgrades either. If more farms going to get placed down here. Hawk is pretty much lumber limited at this point as the Mountain King does pick up a ring of protection +3. Back down over here. Well, bottom left hand side of the map, this creep camp will get cleared. Death Knight should get very close to level 2. However, just a little bit shy still, and we still don't see that many. Where are the obsidian statues? The obsidian statues really need to be joining in out onto the battlefield as we're going into necromancers with mastery training. All right. Interesting call. That was scouted out. So Hawk does know, and he knows that he needs to get adept training on those priests very quickly to make sure to get dispel magic. Without dispel magic, all of a sudden that necromancy pop-up army can deal so much damage, especially alongside those meat wagons, and when normally undead is unable to push onto buildings. Quick reveal right here. We're looking at the Tuskar Sorcerer going to get cleaned up. Mountain King sitting at level 2. Archmage sitting at level 4. Lich is already out onto the battlefield as well, as both sides clearing out some difficult creep camps. All right, Crypt Lord. Well, takes another, I think that was some sort of boulder bash. Death Knight comes in with the level 1 Death Glow to try and get in more heals. And is this Magnetar Reaver going to get taken down? Yes, he will. Level 4 there, as we see a Hood of Cunning. Paladin as the 3rd hero for human. No big surprises there, as we see another Ring of Protection. That Mountain King all of a sudden with +7 armor, 10 armor, very difficult to take out. And, well, we are at Priest with Adept training. Are we going into Mastery training? We are in just a little bit. Hawk now getting into high 60s, almost low 70s in terms of supply count. Lich may not be able to get to level 2, but the Death Knight will get to level 3 here in just a moment. Obsidian Statue will be providing plenty of mana for all of these units down to the south here. Are we going to try and absorb more mana? Sentry Wards get picked up, and here we are going into an engagement. Ghoul Frenzy onto Unholy Frenzy onto the Lich. So that Orb of Corruption plus 19 damage, very fast attack speed, could spell a difference for all of that negative armor. All right, going to go ahead and put pressure onto the Arcane Sanctum's meat wagon, 1 meat wagon in the back here, 1 Obsidian Statue, as the units are going to try and engage here. Meanwhile, where is the blue army? Oh, blue army Scroll of Town Portal comes back in across to the north here, lost in the buildings. Mortar teams should be able to lob back as well, as damage is going to get added up. Skeletal minions making their way on through here, but the Arcane Towers and Guard Towers more than enough to fend this off. We need to see some repairs, though, as we're going to get into some engagement there. Impale across a good portion of the human army as Militia getting called back over. Thunderclap coming in as well. Gargoyles trying to engage, as we're looking at, well, another Thunderclap come in. Level 2 Thunderclap slowing things down. Mortar teams just raining down shards from the heaven, and that damage adds up so quickly. Mass detonation, or mass dispel magic as well, as the Mortar teams just going after those units again. Knight going to get taken down. Mountain King is going to be able to get off some more thunderclaps. No, the ghouls in the air causing problems as we are getting into a bit of a retreat. Side still with the larger army here. More training is going to be needed as well. One guard tower is taken out. All right, more skeletal minions getting taken out here. Holy Light trying to save. Paladin sitting at level 2. No devotion aura. It is going to be divine shield as more, well, dispel magic, destroying all of those skeletons and giving more experience to that Mountain King. Mountain King does have a medallion of courage. Going to be trying to well, push its way through that additional +5 intelligence, giving it plenty of mana as that Mountain King back up to 345 mana already. All right, going into more engagements here. 65 supply compared to 49. Some repairs were necessary. One guard tower could have been easily repaired. Not quite sure why it wasn't, as we are now going into Flare to keep track of where the other armies are. We are looking at an expansion attempt by Side over here on the top left-hand side that could give Side the major advantage, economically speaking, to just be able to roll over his opponent, as the main expansions have about 6 to 8 minutes of mining left. Coming back through, Gargoyles, Death Knight, Lich. Where is the Cryptlord? Cryptlord coming in from behind. Double meat wagons, one obsidian statue. The Necromancers ready to pop up an army here the instant it needs it. And there you go. Already popping up one army already. Another pop-up army could be brought on over. Meanwhile, the Necropolis is going to get taken down very quickly as well. No, Scroll of Town Portal first. This is not going to be enough to finish it off, as the units are now going to be retreating back. There you are, back off to the north. Are we going to see some Dispel Magics? Yes, we are, as the Skeletal Warriors and the Skeletal Mages fighting their way through. Archmage gets up to level 5. Are we going to be looking at level 2 water or level 3 water elementals? Yes, we are. It's going to be a little bit of time, though, as the mortar teams are just raining down damage across all those units. Lich dies as the death coil was inbound. Major loss right there, as the Mountain King could perhaps finish off and get some more damage here. There we're going to see a slow. No slow at all. It's just a Stormbolt. There's the follow-up slow, and the damage is just running on through. Mountain King, one mana stealing, is going to be able to catch up Death Knight. However, with the potion of invulnerability, able to get away. Paladin is going to get up to level 3. Staff of Sanctuary saving some more units again. Resummoning or rehaunting this gold mine off over here to the top left, as the units getting back down to the south. Hawk at 67 supply compared to Side 76. A couple of low hit point meat wagons, and pretty much the difference right there. Also, the Altar of Darkness, not, well, Lich resurrected, already back out onto the field, but low on hit points and on mana. All right, Archmage gonna get over here to the top left-hand side. Orb of Fire, so important, and a great change for the human, well, from the human shop, being able to deny or really limit the amount of healing that Undead has been able to do. There goes the mortar teams there. One water elemental gonna try and shut down this haunted gold mine. May not be able to do it, but that haunted gold mine does take a little bit of time to finish up here. Knight getting lost in transit, as Side ready to push on through again. All right, a bunch of skeletal minions are, well, popped up onto the ground. Meat Wagon's going to go ahead and try and engage. And here we are, no barracks down here. And we're still looking at more damage coming back across. Haunted Gold Mine is completed, as the army going to try and engage here as well. Side going to end up losing. Come on. No, wow, that Necromancer able to slip on through. And now we're going to see a lot of Dispel Magic here in just a moment. There's a Thunderclap across multiple units. Where's the Dispel Magic? There it is. Impale coming across Mountain King, seeing that level 3. Are we going to see another Thunderclap here to try and slow things down? Yes, those Necromancers could get taken down. 76 supply compared to 66 here, as the Mountain King is crippled, a little bit slowed. Are we going to see some more Thunderclaps again, as we see an Impale onto the Archmage? Archmage losing a bit right there. Mountain King still wandering around here, and we're going to see the death of the Lich, as the Sorceresses are slowing up to the party. Cryptlord is surrounded. Scroll of Town Portal quickly getting underway. Going to try and finish off that Meat Wagon. Meat Wagon is taken down. Lich is able to back up again. All right. Having problem with your opponent's, well, skeletal mages and skeletal minions, just start mass control magic, and that's what we saw the Spellbreakers do, flipping the army. 68 supply compared to 67. A lot of Side's units are in the red right now. They're not going to be battle ready anytime soon, which means that, well, Side may lose this top left economic advantage and expansion. Oh, wow. Even the Skeletal Mage is finishing off a Ghoul off to the south center here as we're looking at the Archmage, who does have a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get back. Mortar teams, double mortar teams. We're going to see the death of a Ziggurat, Nerubian Tower. Mountain King going to try to finish things off here. Building is going to get taken down. However, the castle could get lost as well. Unholy Frenzy trying to put in a little bit of pressure. Two guard towers in the back still offering plenty of protection as the Scroll of Town Portal going to take everyone back home. Mortar teams, inner fire, plenty of damage here. Are we going to see a Stormbolt? No Stormbolt onto the Cryptlord. Cryptlord able to slowly, Scroll of Town Portal away. Unit's going to try to get back close enough. Are they all going to get there? Yes, they are. No, a couple of Gargoyles actually not going to make it. They're slow. There's Stormbolt on another. But is there actually enough damage here, enough air damage as the Archmage trying to go after those units again? All right, slow on both of those units. Side, Holy Light finishing off that last Gargoyle before it flies over the tree line. Death Knight getting to level 4. Crippler getting to level 5. Wow, Lich almost at level 3. That would have been a sudden power spike in the undead army, leveling up each of the heroes from 2, 3, 4 to 3, 4, 5. And the Death Coils, the Impales, the Frost Novas would have been, as I say that Lich did in fact get to level 3. Lich now with level 2 Frost Nova. The initial burst damage of the undead is going to be that much stronger as Side is trying again, try again to set up that expansion over here on the top left. Mortar teams looking to finish off some key buildings here. One volley and taking out or dealing so much damage. One more volley should finish it off. And there it goes as a couple other buildings could get taken down. Thank you for the follow. Mortar teams need to back away. What is going on here? Bad positioning by Hawk as Side able to dive on in. Death Knight, however, absorbing a lot more damage than he probably should and being forced to use a potion of lesser invulnerability. Ghoul is going to be flanking in from the right here, from the east side as the army is just 76 supply compared to 70 as the Lich could get taken down. Yeah, Lich gets taken down. Archmage is still fighting its way through. Mountain King low on mana though as what is going on. Paladin is still right here amongst all of the units. Could perhaps try and Holy Light the Death Knight. Death Knight now trying to back away again as we're looking at more damage going down here. All right, damage onto the Obsidian statues. They're going to get taken down. 69 supply compared to 61. Side is dropping very quick as the skeletal minions are popping on up. Are they going to perhaps get some Dispel Magic? Yes, you are. Mountain King needs to get in a Thunderclap to try and finish off some or slow down many of these ghouls. Why isn't it doing that? That's exactly what it needs to do. There's so many ghouls right there. Come on, Thunderclap for me. No, not gonna Thunderclap. Still more and more units getting lost here. All right, quick surround onto the Cryptlord. Cryptlord, is it going to be able to break free? Does not look like it as that Cryptlord gets taken down. That could be the end of the game. Stormbolt right there. Death Knight unable to do any sort of saving as the Cryptlord falls at level 5. Archmage now at level 6. Level 6, level 4, level 4. Mountain King could get to level 5 here in just a second. Death Knight, meanwhile, has another Death Coil in him. Gets a 600 hit point heal. But I believe this Abomination is about to get taken out, giving a big advantage to, giving a big advantage to Hawk, who now has a level 5 Mountain King. All right, a little bit more damage coming across here. Mountain King low on mana, unable to do any more Stormbolts. Archmage perhaps should have gone for level 3 Brilliance Aura over Mass Teleportation, as that would have allowed him to stick around in this fight a little while longer. Paladin not going to be able to Holy Light here on this, nope, on that Priest. Didn't have enough mana, and it's looking like level 3 Brilliance Aura could have been the better call. Mountain King back on the again. Death Knight still running around in the back. Priest showing up to the party. There's a little bit more Devour Magic. Orb of Fire should perhaps be transferred over to the Mountain King. Is it already done? Yes, it is. Getting a little bit of extra damage onto the air units as Hawk able to fight his way through and take that game. Beautiful, beautiful game between Hawk and Side. A great back and forth. Good game, well played. Side not able to seal the deal and close the game out. Hawk with a number of questionable. Hawk just seemed sloppy in the beginning. To be honest, he seemed a little sloppy, and then he finally got his game underneath him. And was able to just ride it. And I don't know, maybe Hawk wanted to play from a little bit of a deficit. It felt like Side was taking the early game, but then Hawk was able to get back into it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. If you guys are looking for more Warcraft reactions, well, definitely follow here on Twitch. And that way you know when I'm live. I cast about an hour a day. And then if not, head over to my YouTube channel. Thousands upon thousands of videos for you to, well, browse through if you want to see Warcraft 3 through the past 10 years. Thanks, everyone.